Beep boop. Hello guys, welcome back to 999 bonus upload day. Don't say I don't treat you guys well. Let's not beep. Last episode was a pretty fun episode, very intense. Ace has sacrificed himself. We got new teammates. I'm not sure about my team. Though I did remember seeing that we can't bring Lotus and June through the 9 door, but I also didn't realize that that's just the case if we do the 18 route. If we go 27, then there probably is a chance to bring Lotus in June, so maybe it's not too bad actually going Lotus in that case. Even though again she is super self-centered and will probably be fine with going Cloak and Dagger on people, but I really don't think she's zero. And we have Clover, who, I don't know. She's sort of like the most neutral character, I guess, because I literally have no impression of her, really. I also do remember we have the Clover bookmark given by Santa, so... And we're teaming up with Clover, which I think we would team up with Clover either way, so... Maybe the bookmark might actually come into play. But yeah, the other team, hopefully they do good. Santa and June is not a combo I like, but yeah, we'll see. Also, remember when I said technically 9, 1, and 2, so 9, Snake, and Ace can get through door 3? And I did the whole thing where, yes, maybe 9's actually alive and Snake was hiding an Ace and they're all working together, which could be a thing. But also, maybe a more realistic option is Snake literally just walked all the way back to the first place. Because I believe the rule is you just can't open the numbered door again after it's cleared, but you can go like in the room again. Right? So he just went back and took the 9th man's bracelet. And then he teams up with Ace and goes through the door. If the rule works, I don't know if the rule would count the man's hand or whatever as a person, but if it does, then that's one way they come back into the game and make the third door not useless, unless I don't know something in the other side of the story leaves an opening for the third door. But yeah, anyways, let's see how we do with our with our new team though. Again, confident in Lotus's abilities and Clover ought to prove herself. Also, we're in a tense situation. We need to activate the dead or we're all gonna die in like a couple minutes. Oh, not a couple minutes. A minute and 21 seconds left. Also, note to self, thanks for the reminder. If we have a calculator, if I'm stuck doing basic addition for more than 15 seconds, we'll just whip out the calculator. I think that will be our house rule. Or I'll whip it out earlier, but 15 max before we whip it out. Lotus snapped at him and he ran to the dead. I guess we see it at least, unlike the first one. Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could. Easy. Not even close. With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Oops, I was literally muted. Thanks that too. Thankfully, I taught that. I was saying normally I use the keyboard to go through text and visual novels, but since we use the mouse so much, I'm just gonna... It'll be a clicking playthrough. Hopefully that's not annoying. I mean, they both made sounds, but whatever. I think the keyboard sounds a little better, but I don't like switching between them so much. Clover, however, was calm, aloof perhaps. Listen, Clover, you can be emo all you want, as long as you pull your weight. She muttered to herself without emotion, and began to walk down the hallway, leaving behind a confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity. Yeah, we sure have a great set of partners. but it's okay.
絶対のけないタイプよあれ。
Actually, let's check how we hit the 27 mark so we can team up with Lotus, because I would want that if we get. I think it's a good guarantee to team up with her, because again, I'm really, really confident she's not part of the zero party or whatever. Um, so what is okay? Basic edition. I can do this. So 8 + 5 is 13 plus 6 is 19. So we need 27. So we need 8 more people or 8 more numbers. So we actually can't do 7 unless Ace somehow makes it back. So 7 is trimmed. We can do 4 + 3, Clover and Santa. We can do, yeah, without Ace, it's only Clover and Santa, realistically. Can we fit Snake in there? No, we can't without Ace. And I don't know if Clover would leave Snake if he is alive, so I mean, that's a team. I mean, Santa's sketch, but whatever. At this point, I'm actually low-key a little less sus, even though he still is my main culprit, just from the way he's acting. I think I might have misjudged him, but it's just too much to let go of, so I won't. But yeah. Anyways, I bet she's not very popular with boys. Her sarcasm seemed a little more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl. It's definitely not great chemistry-wise, but, you know, let's unite, increase our bonds so we can team up for the end game, because I'm sure Santa wouldn't have it. If he's not... Oops. If he's not evil, then he'll be fine with us, because he kind of likes Lotus, right? So that's the squad. 7, you're trimmed. Sorry, buddy. After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed. Unless Ace comes, and that opens a lot more possibilities. We can trim Santa. We can trim Santa Clover. We can bring Clover and Snake and Ace. That would be great. The hallway made a number of turns before at least coming to a dead end. Okay, let's take in the surroundings, Aiden. Refocus. Okay. Looks like an elevator door. For a few moments, they stood in front of the door examining it. It's literally not an elevator door. Never mind. Above the door was a plate with the word laboratory engraved on it. Or a laboratory. Can't fool me, Lotus. You're the science princess in my book. Alright. What's up? Thank you, Lotus. Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect. Yeah, it's not a hard assumption. It's alright. Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. We could also ditch Lotus and just go for the 18 approach, but I'm sure she wouldn't like that. She's... yeah. His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear that there's no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. Is there a laboratory in the ship? Weird. I mean, I guess it's possible for whatever Seven's theory that this was the medical ship to have a laboratory, I guess. The room they found themselves in was divided into 2 separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into the wall made it possible to see the other side of the division. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was confused why Junpei said that, because it's kind of obvious, but... Junpei walked to the window and looked through. Looks like a observation / containment room, which is interesting. What the heck? It's a robot. No. No, don't hit me with it. Don't tell me one of them's a robot. The memes. Who would be a robot, though? It could be Seven. Oh, no, because he has amnesia. Oh, we sent Seven, the robot, and Santa with June. That team's Brit. I don't know. If someone has to be a robot, it would be him, I think. I think he's the most likely suspect, but it's kind of a meme also. In the center of the room, shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table. I know you like it, Lotus. Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up next to him. Oh, it's a doll, not a robot, so scrap it maybe.
ここは実験室でしょどっちかっていうと人体実験の被験者じゃないまあどっちにしろ君が悪いってことには変わりないけど突然起き上がってきたりとかしないわよね
I'll knock it out.
どうだろうな。なんかケーブルがぶっ刺さってるみたいだし。間違ったスイッチを押しちまったりすると
やめてよ
We're
考えただけで
memeing.
もゾッとするわ
I appreciate it. She was gripping her arms, the knuckles of her hand on her hands white.
そういや四つ葉は
Clova. Ooh, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. She was still standing near the entrance of the room. Her face had the appearance of a calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad. Oh, of calm. I put an extra A in it. There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and, as kindly as he could, spoke.
大丈夫か
Clover looked away.
何がってお前のことを心配してるんだよさっきからずっと黙ったままだし
いけないの
いけなくはないが
Don't think that's working, Junpei.
だったらほっといてくれない
We might have some dead weight on her
そういう
party.
わけにはいかないだろうこの先協力していかなきゃいけないわけだし
Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment.
順
Then
平
suddenly
私の気持ちなんてわからないんだよ
hit me with it. Her cry took Junpei by surprise, and he stumbled backward a few steps, alarmed.
兄ちゃんは私を置いていなくなっちゃうような人じゃないの
I believe, I mean, if we go by my, the sort of Hail Mary that he's actually working with Ace, then I guess he would. But also the idea that the that he noticed who fits the red machines, and then that person took care of him is also a good idea.
きっと何かあったんだよ何か良くないことが
Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice turned toward them.
どうしたの
We're arguing. Clover's eyes slid to Lotus, then back to Junpei.
とにかく私のことはもういいからほっといてよ
Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, Clover had begun to walk quickly away. Oh yeah, let's check the flow. Did we get Brit? Nah, we're taking the central route. Hell yeah. No Brit. That's definitely if you choose the third door, because you just can't escape. Unless you bring like 4 people or more than just 3 people. But you're probably Brit either way. Nice. We got the middle route. That's it. Let's head straight here and then just go straight down for the true ending. I'm predicting it right now.
四つ葉。待てって、そっちは。
ほっといてって言ってるでしょ。
He might as well have been talking to a wall for all the notice she took of his cries. The good thing is, I don't know if Santa would have joined us, but oh, maybe. Maybe the 3 doors never the answer, and because there's 3 teams, right? So maybe the Santa or the 7 team Brits you, huh? And they both lead you to the other door, right? There's no way we get to number 8, I think. Oh, that's spooky. I don't know. I mean, I'd rather have Lotus over Santa or 7, so I think it's actually best team now. Now that we can actually, that is possible to bring Lotus with us for the 9th door with June. Without even slowing down, she passed through the doorway. She's trapped. We're Brit, and without warning, an iron jade fell from the ceiling like a portcullis sealing Clover in.
ちょっと何よこれ。
We're actually Brit. Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could.
待てろ。今開けてやるからな。
まったくしょうがないわね。
Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. What do you mean pulled? Are you pulling them up, hopefully? In a moment, Lotus joined him. The 3 of them pulled as hard as they could, but... yeah, obviously pulling up. Go. I guess 7 would be good for this situation.
ダメだ。行くともしないぜ。
ちょっと待ってよ。簡単に諦めないでくれる？
Yep, see ya. Well, at least this has woken her up.
諦めたわけじゃない。これもおそらくゼロの企みのうちの一つだろう。
だとすると必ず開く方法が。
Junpei nodded.
調べてみよう。俺とヤシロはこっちのエリアを探すから、四つ葉はそっちを頼む。
わかった。
Well, I mean, it's good. She's awake now, and if we can save her, then bonds will be formed, hopefully. Alright, Operation Save Clover. It's been a little bit since we got an escape puzzle. Escape Master is back, you know. Basic math has embarrassed me for a bit, but escaping is my element. So we only have 1 room, right? Alright, let's take a look at the surroundings. We have this. Junpei, do something, please. Quick, figure out how I'm gonna get out of here. Quick. Listen, we're in no rush, right? So we can't look through there. Window. A window made of really thick glass. I don't even think a bullet could break it. Oh, it said something else. Doesn't matter what I hit it with, it might as well be made of steel. I'm gonna miss June's quirky. I mean, I guess we'll get Lotus and Clovers in time. A silver handrail. Wonder if we can... It looks like a regular handrail. Nothing else? We clear? We can't do that, right? Yeah. Alright, right or left? Let's go right. Actually, it's not really big. Oh wait, it's kind of big. Let's go right. Actually, let's go left. It's a little less complicated. It's a silver handrail. More windows. Get a lay of the land, huh? Nothing here. Some wires. I wonder what this is. This thing here looks like a voltmeter. And this is the control for that? I don't know what a voltmeter is. Just voltage control, I guess. Gosh, there's so many dials. Why don't you try turning one of them? Nope, nothing. There's no power here, guys. I turned the dial a whole bunch, but even if I turn the switches on, nothing happens. So restoring power might be a thing. Sink. I wonder what they washed here. There are these weird color stains all over the sink. Yikes. I think this thing is a monitor for whatever experiment they were running here. There's a bunch of stuff on here like resistance value and voltage. The power's off, so there's nothing on it right now. Is this like an examination table? There's a creepy mannequin in here, guys. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head like wires or something. What the hell were they doing in there? Huh? Why is she all quiet now? They were doing experiments on humans. Probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. So there's electronics. Some tech. I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it's all black. Really? I guess the underside. There's a pen line over there. I think someone probably used it to make the table black. Oh, just that part? And what if they only use the pen on one part of it? There's probably something underneath that pen. Oh, that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is a permanent marker. Junpei, do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker? Erase ink from a permanent marker, huh? I actually do not. Just give me a minute, Clover. I'll be right back. I don't know the tech. What about the papers? Interesting. Okay. Got some wires here. It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut out the outer stuff of the cables. I can see the wires inside. This copper's... What? No handrail tech? It's a tradition. Oh, great. I guess this drain is for water, huh? Well, there's nothing here. Well. And stairs. These are the stairs I just came down. The bars and the gate are above me. Okay, so lots of stuff. We need something to wash this off and turn on the power somehow. Okay. You have some door tech. Hey, Clover. There's a door over here too. Wait, I'll be right there. Oh, it is. I can hear her over there. Is this door done? Damn it, I can't open it. Clover, what about your side? It won't work. I can't even move the knob. The door to the laboratory is locked up tight, but it's not going to open. Clover can't open the door from her side either. This looks like a control for electronic door lock. There's a red light on the display, that means it's locked. If we can get that light to turn green, then maybe we can get Clover back. Excuse me. I'm concentrating. Our mute game's gonna be weak. This looks like the control for some kind of electric lock. The red light is on, and that's gotta be locked. There's a green light just below it. Although that one isn't lit. I'll bet it turns on if we can unlock it, right? Yes, but how are we going to unlock it? There's no keyhole or card reader, and no keyboard for putting in a password. I have no idea. It's like this door's the exit, the door on the right just goes to the laboratory. Nope, this door isn't going anywhere. No dice. It won't open. I mean, that's about as much as I expected. I don't think Zero would let us out of the room quite that easily. We're just testing tech. So, that's it for that. So we have lockers in this. So it's like some good tech. Shut the lockers. There's some cardboard boxes. There's some papers and stuff in them. What's in the boxes? They look quite full. As far as I can tell, it's a bunch of notes about some kind of experiments, but it's all really technical and stuff. I don't really get it. Give it to Lotus, dude. She's Tech Lord. Computer. This is the computer that power isn't on. Well, there is a power button. This is a waste of time. What? I don't see a power cable. Oops, yeah, you're right, no power cable. This thing isn't even connected to a main computer, though. It's got a monitor, keyboard, mouse, but that's it. Just sticking the power cable isn't going to do anything. Oh, I don't know about that. The keyboard, the mouse. So we can get some cable tech from Clover. Shut the lockers out. Oh, ethanol. Ethanol, I wonder if this is for antisepsis. Or it says, and I don't know. Isn't this for, I could totally be wrong. But isn't this like ear cleaner? Like you can use this to clean earwax? I think this is safety doodle. It's not a theory. Ethanol. Oh, it's literally just rubbing alcohol. Or just alcohol. Okay, never mind. Well, maybe it's earwax. and anhydrous. Is that different from the regular ethanol? Yeah, sorry I didn't know what ethanol. I mean, I definitely heard it a lot, so I was close-ish. Maybe. Why you... It's insane erase mode. By power... Okay, well, there you go. Is that the only tech we have here? Well, I guess that's all there is. Locks. A whole bunch of steel lockers. The 9th on the right have little red lights. The 9 on the right have little red lights on them. Red lights, huh? It can't hurt to give these babies a try. Yep, it's just as I thought. Locked tight. All 9 of them. I wonder if there's anything important in there. Bottom lockers. These lockers are a little larger than the ones on the top. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And no, nothing. Really. Okay, so we come back to that. Okay, lots of tech here. Let's start with the clock. The hands on the clock have stopped moving. Okay, it's 12, like 26. The clock may stop, but the time goes on. No time to screw around. We need to figure out a way out of here. That might be a clue. Just saying. I wonder what the table is connected to. Okay, one side of the thing. Okay, one side of this thing is in the room with us. The other side extends into the laboratory where Clover is. In other words, the console in front of us is connected to the device in the laboratory. That's cool. You know what? Let's give the marker to Clover, maybe. Or the ethanol. Take it. Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off the permanent ink with it. What am I gonna wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Ha ha ha, kidding, just kidding. Please don't look at me like that. You're scaring me. Anyway, could you wipe out? Look, Clover, right now, at this moment, you're the only person we can depend on. I'm trusting you with this. Kiddo, you trust me. I do trust you. Take one for the team. I know you're probably wearing some expensive stuff. They are cute clothes, but we need your tech. I have to get Clover out of here. Did she wipe it? Maybe. Clover, can you use the cloth on the table? What cloth? It's just paper. Oh, is that? I thought that was notes, but I guess it's literally just cloth. Made sense that they didn't read it. Use, huh? Soak it in ethanol and use it to wash all the stuff off from the permanent marker, okay? Right, okay, so I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol. Well, she got the cloth, but she seems to be having trouble with the bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Do it. Soak the cloth in ethanol and... Junpei, it's working. It's wiping the permanent ink off. Dude, I like the energy. Clover was a good pickup after all. Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink. What's the deal with the drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers in some kind of grid. I can't see it from here. Clover, you've got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and then hand them to me through the bars? Okay. Roger. Alright. Let's grab it. Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. Paper with numbers on it acquired. New material has been added to the file stream. It's been a while since we got a file update. Clover note. The note, wow, it's not an item, it's literally a file. The note Clover copied from the stand in the laboratory. It has 4 numbers written in 9 separate cells. Why is it like covered? I can't even read it. Oh, there you go. Well, we'll use that later. Let's check out the big panel now. Oh, we can really do. Oh, we could have got the cables. Oh, it's okay. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The one on top? I think it's a power cable. The power cable, huh? I'll take that. Oh, well, there's our power cable problem. This is definitely a power cable. Do you remember if you ran into anything that didn't have power? Well, a lot of stuff in that room, but yes, the computer. A stand for various pieces of equipment, some of them might be useful. Switch. There are two levers here. Do you think they activate something? Well, why don't you move one? Alright, I'll give it a try. Nope. Doesn't look like anything happened. Okay. No gauge tech. Oh god, there's a key. Check everything. Okay. This is a keyhole. This is like a key for the activation key. I think this thing's supposed to power that machine in the other room. Well, it doesn't appear to be doing that. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. This is a really old type of keyboard. Okay. Well, let's do the computer stuff, I guess. The monitor doesn't have a power cable, so the end of the cable needs to be connected to the monitor, and the other end needs a plug to pull under the desk. Alright, let's just slip you in. Huh? Well, shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? The cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not gonna fit, is what I'm saying. In other words, we're gonna need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs. That's right. So an extension. Well, let's ask Clover about the cables. It's a rat. There are some cables on top with copper wire exposed. Yeah, give me the tech. Hey Clover, how are the power cables over there? Guess those don't matter. Huh? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. Guess she does have to kind of crouch down to get a look under there. The cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it. Okay, can you unplug the cable and bring it over here? Oh, okay, but... What? Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Damn it, that's no good then. Well, how about just the plug? What? The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector? It's a sort of thing that makes the plug with the 3 metal things into a plug with 2 metal things. So useless? No, that's... I don't know what that's called, but yes, I do know it. Is it just an adapter? Because I remember I had to buy one in Singapore to change the wattage. Though that might be a different thing. Not useless. Not useless at all. That's just what we were looking for. Okay. Can you hold on for a little bit? And back down she goes. Alright. Unplugged. I'll hand it to you over at the bars, okay? Good tech, Clover. Dude, I'm liking Clover more and more now that she's animated. Here you go. The 2 prong plug. Thanks. Beautiful. Oops, I should search it. That's a 2 prong plug that we can use to convert the power cable from a 3 prong cable to a 2 pronged one. Combine. Okay, put the 2 prong plug onto the head of this power cable. 2 prong power cable. It fits perfectly. This should be just what we need. Beautiful. We're definitely piloting this very well, I think. If I do say so myself. Alright. Oh. Alright, I've got the 2-prong power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. Under the desk I go! And let's just pull this thing into the monitor. Alright, that ought to do it. Alright, let's turn the power on. I don't think anything's going to happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic. Hey look, it worked. You were wrong. Junpei pushed the button in front of the monitor.
あ、ついたぞ。
On the front. With the soft hum, it turned on. Updating stuff. Streams of letters. That made no sense, so Junpei began to scroll across the screen. He had hoped it would turn on, but he hadn't expected this.
なんでだ。画面が勝手に動き始めたぞ。
みたいね。
みたいねって不思議に思わないのか。
何が？
こいつにはマシンの本体が接続されてないんだぞ。あるのはキーボードと液晶ディスプレイのみだ。ケーブルもさっき接続した電源のやつしか刺さってない。なのになんで動くんだよ。
ワイヤレスディスプレイなんでしょ。
Boom. There you go. Clearly this was a reasonable explanation to Lotus.
ワイヤレスディスプレイ
Well, this was released in 2009. Maybe that's some new tech. Also, didn't notice, but 2009 goes with the 9 theme. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Probably, honestly.
本体とは無線でつながってるのよ。ただそれだけのこと。っていうか、純平くん、いつの時代の人間？
He most certainly had not, but
それって今は主流だったりするのか。
少なくとも私の周りではね。
You worked? No, I'm like, it's so she's definitely a scientist of some sort.
とまたはね。
パスの4文字とコロンか。
Password
どうやら
tech?
パスワードを入力しないとダメみたいね。
またかよ。この部屋のどこかに。
探してきてくれる？
あ、わかった。ってお前は
私は自力で何とかしてみるわ。
自力で？
I trust it.
自力で。
よしろ。
Lotus pulled over the nearest chair and dropped herself down onto it in front of the keyboard. For a second, she stared at the screen. She kneaded her hands, knuckles popping, and twisted her back left, then right. Yo! Is there really no way to get a thumbnail of that? That's thumbnail tech. Really? I want that. I want that thumbnail. Is there no way? There has to be, dude. I feel cheated if there's not. Let me just search up hotkeys. Is that a thing? You'd think it would be. Hotkeys. Hotkeys. Or I guess you should do 999. What is it even called? Clear screen, maybe? Clear screen? You know what? I might as well just pause for this. Okay, so mission failed from my brief search. But I did notice, apparently on Steam, which may or may not end by the time I upload this. So it's 2 days after. So there's the publisher's having a sale, but I already have both the games. I honestly didn't know this publisher was kind of good. They have a bunch of bid games that maybe I should pick up, but I did just spend like $60 on the Halloween sale, so I don't really want to, but I mean, I probably should pick up like Steins Gate and a couple other bid stuff that's probably has potential on the channel, since I haven't read a lot of these bid titles, but I might not also, because hell no, that's definitely a long way away from any of those games, so we can even probably wait a whole year or whatever, but yeah, I failed. Maybe there just isn't a clear screen thing. Think of the thumbnails. Is this like the best we can do? Like this, maybe? It's kind of lame, though. I wish. It's a really nice picture, though. Look at Lotus. Looking like a G. This might be the best. I don't know. We're just taking... You have to use this shot, though. Yo, fast typer. Lotus smiled to herself and rubbed her hands together in anticipation. Then, before Junpei had time to blink, she was typing at incredible speed. The click-clack of the keys running together like a machine gun fire. Yeah, I'm not a fast typer. Junpei was, for once, at a loss for words. I did, but... Man.
当たり前だろうが。早すぎてもはや打ち込んでる指が見えねえし。
Her face looks kind of derpy in this scene, I'm not gonna lie. It looks robotic. Was she the robot all along? It kind of made sense because she's sciencey. That would be spooky. Lotus grinned, pleased with herself.
俺にしてもすごい腕前だな。
惚れ直した
Again?
待て待て待て。俺直すってな。そもそも俺は惚れてなんかいないし。
またまた意地張っちゃって
Shy
照れな
boy.
くてもいいのよ坊
Boy.
意地なんて張ってないし照れてもいないし俺は坊やでもない。俺は21歳の若くて爽やかな高青年だ。
Wow. True. I'm a year older than you.
お前みたいな年ま女に惚れるわけねえだろうが。
It's so weird being old. Feels weird. Who would have thought I'd be older than a protagonist? Also, I mean, come on, Junpei. Are you telling me you wouldn't fall for Lotus? Even though Lotus's style isn't usually something I'm into, like in general, like for some reason her sprite in this game definitely can vibe with it, so that's a little spooky. Suddenly the guttural roar of a furious animal filled the room. Or so Junpei thought for just a moment. Lotus's hand suddenly stopped and her shoulders stiffened.
今年まって言ったわね
Don't mind him, Lotus. I appreciate you at least. But it is the thing where good-looking sprites are like actually 40 to 50-year-olds. Oh well, it was a nice... I mean, you see it all the time. Nice life while it lasted.
もういいわどっか行って目障りだから
We had a good thing going, Junpei. Ruined the vibe.
パスワードのヒントになるようなものを探してきてよ私はここで強引にロックをこじ開けてみるからほら仕事の邪魔よ行った行った
Lotus waved her hand in the universal gesture of dismissal. Junpei was clearly not wanted.
しょうがない。行くか。
Time to cut my losses, Junpei thought, and left as quietly and inoffensively as he could. Junpei wandered around the room for a while, looking for anything that might help. The password for the computer. Unfortunately...
パスワードの手がかりになりそうなものは何もなし。
Sure about that, Junpei?
実験室の方にいる四つ葉も
Yeah?
役立ちそうなものは何も見つけられなかったみたいだし。
Not the numbers?
完全に手詰まりだ。
But just as he was about to tell Lotus that his search had returned nothing...
よし命中
Oh,
開いたわよ純平
she
君
broke in. That's her tech genius. Dude, Lotus is a must-have in the party, honestly. It's kind of a risk because she can backstab you, but like... I think we're a likable enough, also a gullible enough guy where we get along enough. Excited cheering erupted Excited cheering erupted from the near monitor.
なんだって
I guess the numbers weren't the password. You heard back to find Lotus looking rather smug.
見せてくれ
If we can frame it perfectly, we can get a decent thumbnail. I'll try. She gestured for him to look at the screen, and he did. The strange text from before was gone. In its place was something entirely different. There's where the number comes in. 9 squares arranged in a 3x3 square.
なんだこりゃ
さあね、ロックを解除したら現れたの。
パズルか
みたいね。
As she spoke, Lotus stood up.
解いてくれないのかよ
More computer stuff.
仕方がないじゃない。プログラムが組めないんだもの。キーボードを叩いても。ほらね、何の反応もなし。こうなったら私にはどうすることもできないの。
So if we went through 8 without Lotus, which wouldn't have happened, I guess we would have just been bricked. But maybe the other room, you need like 7 or something for some heavy
とい
lifting.
うわけだから、淳平くん、あとは任せたわよ。
Leave it to me, logical genius.
何よ。ちょっとぐらい休ませてくれたっていいでしょ。私はきちんとやるべきことはやったんだ。
Yeah, yeah.
それは
He wasn't sure what to say to that. She certainly had done her part. In fact, without Lotus, they probably would have run completely aground. I shouldn't rely on other people so much, Junpei thought to himself.
まあそうだよな助かったよヤシロ
Thanks,
はい
Lotus.
はい。素直でよろしい。
Yeah, Lotus has like my favorite sprite, just from her portraits too. I love her facial expressions in general. My favorite is her like surprised, her shocked face, like the not scary one. It's so adorable.
さてここから先は自分の力で何とかしないとな
So right, Junpei. Our minds combined, nothing can stop us except for basic math. Junpei crossed his arms and stared at the puzzle shown on the screen. Yikes. What we have? Ah, 4 touches. Alright, so when I press one of the panels, the colors of the next to it switch. Oh, looks like there's some text here. All panels green equals unlock. Restriction no more than 4 attempts will automatically reset after failure. In other words, I have to get all the panels green in less than 4 tries. Oh wow, I wonder what hint we got. I wonder if we just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is that just the number of squares it activates? But that doesn't make sense. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that first. Maybe I should run the instructions. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not a puzzle. It's literally just the answer. Okay, we'll take it. And you know what that means? That's the end of the video. I know, Aiden. You know what? Take your wins. I think next week's gonna go back to normal. But there also is a chance I don't finish the theory video by Friday. So you might get a bonus one. Who knows? But I hopefully you enjoyed the 2. It's only 2 bonus, so it's not great. But I'm sure an opportunity will arise for some more bonus episodes. But yeah, this was a fun episode. New squad. Finally seen some Lotus tech in action. Clover's becoming a likable character. I mean, she was likable at the beginning, but I mean, she was just kind of a moody, drag-along character. Now I like her. I think after we do this, even though she might still be a bit sad about Snake, we'll have some bonds going along, and that's what we need. Strong bonds, you know. With June and Santa's already there, and that's all we need. That's all we need to escape. We can ditch everyone else if we really have to, but I'm sure it's not going to be that easy. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next week as we hopefully escape from the laboratory with Clover. But yeah, have a great day. Bye!